Good morning. It is 7 o'clock. I mean, to the second. Are we ready to go for you or what? It's a Friday. Oh, let's get underway. Let's get you into the weekend. Ease into the weekend with a really incredible mindset. Today, we're going to be talking about the soul, the spirit, the emotions, and some healing modalities. Can you help your primary physician, your doctors, heal your body? That's what we're going to be discussing today. We are mobile. It's the live mobile version that we do in Kirkwood right after I wrap up my clients. They just left here, had an incredible core workout. How are you doing with your triangle of life? We'll discuss all of that today. Good morning, Candy Cox. How are you? Are you having a good one? I hope so. Kicking things off for you as we head into the weekend. By the way, a hot one. Went out a little sticky, a little humid this morning. Beautiful sunrise, though. I have to tell you, one of the prettiest sunrises I see is when I get off right there at 44 in Lindbergh, start to come down that ramp, and you just see the sun just light up the sky. So it was huge this morning. Beautiful oranges and reds and yellows. So pretty. And that's what you miss out, by the way. If you sleep in too long, you miss the beauty that starts that first kickoff in the morning. Hi, Julie Emery and Linda Eckert. How are you? Yes, very warm already. I agree. It's a little humid, and I think I saw some isolated thunderstorms in the forecast and about 96 degrees for your high today. So there's your weather forecast that you need. It's literally, that's all you need. That short. What's it going to be? High and low, and do I need an umbrella? Johnny, how are you? Good morning. So Johnny Chase, if you didn't get a chance to see, Johnny was on the show, I think it was last week, and Johnny was talking about his life story. So that's a really good one to watch if you haven't seen it. It's an empowering one to watch overcoming adversity. So he is really on a mission. And one of the things he wants to do is go out and speak. And I'm hoping I can get him on a speaker series because his story and what he's overcome and the positivity he brings to life after all the hardships that he's gone through. And that's what I want you to understand, that yes, we're going to go through some pebbles and boulders in life. And that man has gone through some incredible boulders. He is playing 100 consecutive shows. And next Thursday, I highly recommend, if you want to see some good music, that you go out to Cottleville Wine Cellar and see my friend Johnny play his 100th show. Wouldn't it be great for us to get this community to go out and support him? Thursday night, next Thursday, that's the 6th at Cottleville Wine Cellar. That will be his 100th consecutive show. I would love for you all to be able to get out there and see him. Good morning, Joe. Clear skies this morning versus the past few days. Yeah. Have all of you been dealing with that smoke? I didn't have much of it around where we live, but the girls that were just working out said it was crazy that they had taken a shower, went out, and was like feeling, holy cow, like I can't breathe. I feel like I have to take a shower again. That was one of the reasons why you were being told as much as possible to stay inside, especially if someone, more so if they had asthma or COPD, they had lung issues. Johnny said he's doing great. I love to hear that. Kim, well, good morning. That's a new name. You're welcome, Johnny. I love you. Kim Weymouth, are you new to the show? Anybody else that's brand new, tell me who turned you on to the show, or did you find it organically? I absolutely love to see all these new names. Good Friday morning to you, Marilyn. Love all of those that have been with us from day one, the incredible support system from day one, as well as all of you that are finding the show. By the way, I do want to let you know that yesterday, Paying It Forward, that show that we did last week, if you didn't get a chance to see it, or someone that you love is not on Facebook, or they don't get onto YouTube, or they don't want to visually watch a podcast, tell them on iHeartRadio, iTunes, on Spotify, the major podcast platforms, that we are on there for you. So we have 4 shows now. We are now celebrating 1 month of being on the nationwide platforms. Not that Facebook and YouTube are not, but I think a lot of people have always organically thought of taking podcasts by listening. Well, we are on there. So we've done bullying, we've done Paying It Forward, we've done habits, and again, bad and good habits, how to form the good ones. And then we kick things off with body shaming, fat shaming. That was our very first one. Really powerful interview with Limby Pulliam. So 4 episodes for you. They drop every Thursday. So they're there for you. And then you can follow me on YouTube, of course, for those that have friends and family and coworkers that are not on Facebook. And trust me, I get that. So make sure that they are able to say, oh, okay, I'd like to watch or listen to the show you're talking about. It's changing lives together, or this community that's changing lives. They can do it on YouTube. So it is youtube.com/TheRealMonicaAdams. Today's show, we're going to talk about how you can heal your body. But we're going to do a continuation. So for those that are on my Thursday night class, which again is open to you, this is no longer a private class. I used to have for 3.5 years, I had a private life coaching class at 5 o'clock on Thursday nights. It is now open to the public, and I have new people that have been joining, actually brand new people that have kind of taken over that Thursday night, which I love because for the longest time it was the same. And then we had some people sprinkle in, and then, summer gets a little hard. People are out on vacation, etc. Now I have new people joining Thursday nights. So we go more in depth and I actually get a chance to see and talk to you because you're on Zoom with me. I also have a brand new client that's starting with us tomorrow. I teach class at 9 a.m. Physical, right? That's the physical side of the triangle. Class on Monday nights at 5:30 p.m. and Saturday mornings at 9 a.m. And then Thursday night life coaching class. So that's the triangle of life, the mental, the physical, the spiritual. But now listen, I put spiritual, soulful, and emotional together. It's really an interesting topic that we had last night, and I want to carry it into today. So for those who were on my show last night or on my class last night, you're going to have a little heads up that you can chime in right away. It was very interesting to start the class and ask the question and end the class with the exact same question and see how it changed. So before I take a break, and I want you to think about, I'm going to ask you, I want you to think about it. I want you to go deep. You're going to have a couple minutes to think about it. They only had a minute. I'm going to give you a couple minutes, and then we'll come back and I'll see what your answers are. And then we'll go a little bit more in depth within it. This is a new background for you. Love it. Yes, this is actually at Mark Anthony's. I took it away from where it says Mark Anthony's Gifts, a little bit of everything. I also did it because of the window. And so just changing it up a little bit. And you can also see the other side. You can also see the clock behind me. See, it's just like when I was in TV that you point and you think you're pointing this way and it's the wrong way. So it's the opposite. So although that looks like it's my right hand, it's my left hand. I'm from St. Louis, not new, just hadn't been on in a while. All right, Kim, well, welcome back. Who else? Kathy Holden Reed. Good morning. Looking forward to see Kathy's coming to my Saturday morning class. Marilyn, are you coming back? Marilyn's lost 14 pounds since the retreat, which I'm really proud of, but I'd like to see you back. Let's see. Sean, good morning. Anne, good morning. Have a wonderful weekend. Michelle, I'm thinking that one of these comments you might have to look into and see if that's a spam. It looks like it is. So that Luke A, look into that one for me if you can. That's my wonderful best friend and moderator. She does a great job with eradicating what doesn't belong in the comments. So if you're new or you have been with us for a while, Amy Hughes, I hope I see you in class tomorrow as well. Good morning, Stephanie. Good morning, Anne. Great job this morning. Have a wonderful weekend as well. You can see below that it says thank you to our sponsors. We've got Invita Health and Wellness. They started with us from the very beginning. They are our title sponsor. Aldon, indoor air quality specialist. And boy, again, we are in the dog days of summer. So if you have anything going on with your air conditioner, maybe it's an old one, you need to check it out. More so though, especially with what we were dealing with the Canadian wildfires and all the smoke, you think of all those who do have breathing problems. The number one thing right out of Jeff's mouth when he came over to our house, asked right away, does anybody have asthma? Anybody have any lung issues, et cetera, in the home? And ever since we have a dual zone in our house, and ever since we had that replaced, I tell you what, I mean, it's on 69 or 70, which in the past would be way too hot for Jim. I'm freezing. I'm back to putting on a blanket. They are really, really good. So why use anyone else when you can support the people who are supporting this community? Okay, so it's Aldon, AL-Don, Aldon Heating and Cooling or Indoor Air Quality Specialist. And Vita Health and Wellness, we've been talking about the incredible things they've been doing. I want you to support those that support us. So when you need these things, don't go to another store or organization that might offer something similar, because these people are giving back. These are the people that are telling you about the way they want to affect the world. So Dr. Sarah, Jamie, and the staff at Invita Health and Wellness, again, wellness spa, a medical spa. You want to just go and enjoy, have a beautiful facial, go over to see Jamie. You want to have your labs done and have them treat you in case you have a deficiency in vitamins, et cetera, go out and see the Invita Health and Wellness. And then we have wonderful, we all love Carroll House Furniture, don't we? Beautiful, huge showroom in Maryland Heights and Valley Park. So thank you to Brooke Dubman and the staff. They are really, I tell you what, customer service to the nth degree at Carroll House Furniture. And that beautiful chair and the tables and the rug that you see at our set, that is from them. And then Florida Direct Palm Trees. I just love my friends there. Thank you to Greg and Lori. I can't wait to have them come in and tell you how you can have that beautiful tropical resort setting, inside or outside. Yes, most people would think outside and then they would die off. Nope. They're going to tell you how you can buy those palm trees and then they keep them in a greenhouse for you throughout the winter, and then they're yours. They just take care of them for you throughout the winter. But you can do what I did and put them in your home, in your office. You can have that tropical setting. I mean, that's the beautiful thing. Everybody that's been coming on set's like, oh my God, this is really incredible looking. It is. Let's see. Who else? Good morning to Kathleen Basler Morris. Kathleen, are you new, or maybe you haven't been on in a while? Some of these new names. I'm not free on Saturday mornings until mid-August. Well, darn it. Looking forward to seeing you as well, Amy. Hope to see you soon. Okay, so if Michelle is still on, can you please block and delete this Luke A, because that's obviously a hacker. All right? There's always one in the crowd, isn't it? These people. It's crazy. All right, I'm going to take a quick break. When we return, we are going to talk today about spirituality, soulfulness, emotions. When I talk about the triangle of life and I say mental, physical, spiritual, soulful, or emotional. Remember, you hear me say that and I lump them together. When we take this break for the next 2 minutes, I want you to grab your journals, or I don't care. You don't have to have a pretty journal. You can just grab a piece of paper and a pen. I want you to look at the triangle, and I want you to tell me that if you put like mental at the top and then you put your spirit, your soul, your emotions there in the middle, and then you put physical at the bottom, tell me if you agree that spiritual, soulful, emotional all all belong in the same category. Okay, I'm going to ask you this at the beginning, and then we're going to talk through some things, just like we did in my class last night. And then I'm going to ask you again at the end. I'm also going to see if you have ever done acupuncture, Reiki work, any type of energy work. Do you regularly get massages? Have you ever gotten a massage? See, we've got a lot to talk about today, but they all kind of fit in the same aspect of healing, the healing arts aspect. By the way, there's an incredible place, the Healing Arts in Maplewood, that my friend Tom Tessero owns. And if you are looking for massage or anything in the realm of healing, that's the place you need to go. They're great. All right, we're going to come back. A lot of comments are coming in. You've got 2 minutes to think about this question. Does spiritual, soulful, emotional belong in the same category of the triangle of life? What do you think? I want to find out your answer when we return. Envita Health and Wellness, where you can feel your best both inside and out. Envita isn't your typical med spa. They're a multi-specialty medical spa and wellness center serving St. Louis and its surrounding areas. They have ketamine for mental health and pain, IV therapy, medical weight loss, and aesthetics treatments. As board-certified anesthesia providers, Envita can ensure that their advanced treatments are provided safely with minimal to no pain. So let Envita take care of you. Call 314-394-0950 to book an appointment, or online, EnvitaHealthandWellness.com.
Carroll House is now the contemporary furniture design center.
We now have the largest selection of the latest ultra-modern furniture.
Sleek European designs, unique metals, bold lacquers, plush fabrics, and retro styles.
Modern furnishings with exclusive collections only at Carroll House.
Plus free financing, free delivery and setup, and free in-home design.
Visit the St. Louis Center for Contemporary Design inside our 3.5-acre showrooms at Carroll House.
Because you like nice things.
Warm weather, sand beaches, and boats galore. It's not Florida, it's a Lake of the Ozarks. Florida Direct Palm Trees brings tropical flair to your patios, docks, and yards. From a few feet all the way to 25 feet, there are palm trees for every property. Florida Direct also provides palm tree potting soil, palm fertilizer, large decorative pots, and a wide selection of locally grown tropical flowers and plants to add the perfect accent to your tropical paradise. Florida Direct Palm Trees, bringing paradise to your patio for 14 plus years.
You know, of course, it's great to get outside and enjoy the warm weather, but when it's time to relax indoors, be sure your home stays cool with equipment and service from my friends at Aldon. 24-hour emergency service available. At Aldon, it's their commitment to continue providing above and beyond HVAC service for all of their customers. They truly care about the air you breathe. Call them today at 314-567-5585 or on the web, aldon.com. That's al-don.com, 314-567-5585. All right, welcome back. It's a Friday morning. It is the end of June. Oh my goodness, June 30th. Can you believe it? We're kicking off July. It's starting to feel like July, isn't it? I was saying it's already in the mid 70s, very sticky and humid out there this morning. Looking for a high in the upper 90s, mid to upper 90s, and maybe some isolated thunderstorms today as well. So there's your weather forecast. We went into the break and we were talking about the triangle of life theory. Okay, so the mindset of if we take care of our mental side, we take care of our physical side, and we take care of our spiritual side on a daily basis, that we are the whole person that we are meant to be. Do you practice that? Have you initiated it in your life? If so, those of you that have, can you do me a favor and can you weigh in the comments and tell everybody how it has changed your life, how you feel more balanced, how you feel more alive and aware of who you are always meant to be, right? So there are many clients that I have taught this to in the past, and I said it will always flip around. The mental side might be up top, the physical side might be up top one day, or the spiritual, soulful, emotional side might be up top. Now, how many times have you seen me say that? That I have said that spiritual, soulful, emotional, I kind of lump them together, are all the same. So you've had a couple of minutes to think about whether you believe that those should all be in the same category. Okay, so we're going to get to that in just a second. Let me see. Good morning, sugar-free protein cookie. That's something my good friend Sherry and I do, right? So instead of just saying good morning beautiful or good morning sugar, we do sugar free because we're both very healthy. Good morning. Have a great weekend. Tammy, we missed you in class today. Laura, good morning to you. I'm bypassing that one. Marilyn, thank you. Feeling empowered. I sure do want to be on Thursday. Love this class. So hard to get off early and still shorthanded at work. Being in sales for busy agency, but I will be back on in the future. Yes, not just that. I'd like to see you in the fitness class as well. Stephanie, most definitely. Linda says they sure do. Okay, so I'm back. So now you can interact with me. I asked this question last night, and it had to do with whether or not spirituality, soulfulness, emotional, all are in the same category, or are they separated? Good morning to Joy. Joy was on class last night. So it was interesting of how everybody started and answered. And it was, by the way, there were 4 of them on live with me in the Thursday night life coaching class, and they all answered in a different way. And then by the time we ended the conversation, it was interesting how everything got pulled back together. And what I had them do was think. Now, it's a lot, I think, more impactful when I'm actually able to have you on and you're actually able to hear. But if you can just type in for me, then I'll shout out what your response is and let people think. So what I said was, let's just answer this. Fill in the blank for me, okay? So as quickly as you can type, and then I'll read those, and then everybody can kind of feel like you're with the class. So where do you think soulfulness and spirituality come from? What triggers that inside of you? Okay. So we all know physicality is the physical body. I mean, that one's a no-brainer. You really can't get that one. Not that any of these are right or wrong, but I don't really know what other category that one would belong in because it's the physical body. So physicality is going to have its place in the triangle. But what we asked last night was, when you're tapping into your spirituality and your soulfulness, what is guiding it? Okay, Phil, that's really the question. What's guiding it? Joy said last night was very enlightening. Okay, and what part of it was enlightening for you? And everybody else that was not on class last night, just tell me, because right now there's 25 of you live, what triggers it? What guides it? Really, I like that question better. What guides when you tap into your soul and your spirit? Linda says mind and heart. Do you agree with that? Mind and heart. Okay, so this is interesting. If she had been on class last night, it would have taken another direction. So when you tap into your soul, mind and heart, she says. Again, I'm hoping that I'm getting all this weird spam from this person, but Michelle just wrote me and is guaranteeing me that you don't see this coming from this Luke A person, which is good because it's very strange of what's being typed in, but maybe it's just coming to me, which is a good thing. Everybody else that's not a hacker, answer that for me. So if you're just tuning in, okay, it is the Real Monica Adams show, and we are talking today. The topic is The triangle of life theory that I've long taught, that I tell you to put your mental side, your spiritual, soulful, or emotional side, and your physical side. 3 things in your triangle. And the top of that triangle is the one that's really weighing heavily on your mind or your heart, your soul. And that's what you have to take control of in the very beginning when you first wake up in the morning. And then the middle part of that triangle is the one that's in the secondary position. And then the bottom is the one that you're doing really good at. Okay. So good morning, Jeannie. That's good to hear, Linda. So Marilyn, my upbringing, my influencers, near death bacterial infection at the age of 30 changes your perspective and your vulnerability of your time on earth, grounds you and awakens you. Yes, Marilyn, but you got to go deeper. Okay. Deeper into where does that come from? Okay. So it's one thing. I just really loved last night's class. And I think I'm just going to get ignited this morning as you answer this. So where does that come from? You have to dig deeper into what? Your soul. Dig deeper into your soul of the guiding. Okay, so your upbringing, yes, I understand that. Your influencers, a near-death experience. But what part of your body is guiding that, though, is what I'm asking. Okay, so yes, those are circumstances or people or experiences that we help guide us. But where does it come from inside? What part is guiding it? Okay, so this was the awakening that Joy said, that enlightening that she felt last night. Linda says mind and heart. So that's 2 categories. But what guides your soul? And do they belong in the same category? If they don't, where would they go? Soulfulness, spirituality. Well, you can answer that for me as well, because that was part of last night's discussion. What does spirituality mean to you? Do you feel you are spiritual? What does that mean? Some people take it in a direction of religion. If I am religious, I'm spiritual. Or can they belong together? Can they be friends? Can they go hand in hand? It's another question. You've got a lot to answer for me. So chime in, please. They all belong together, makes you feel more complete. Everyday life makes me tap into it. When things around me happen, my friends, family, I have to stay positive and get my strength through God and the way I make myself feel. My heart guides my soul. It's full. My heart guides my soul. Okay? Rose, yes. Good morning. Great Thursday night awakening. Cindra, what can you recap from last night? Because Cindra was on, Anne was on, Tammy was on, Joy was on. All of you that were on last night, what part would you like to give in your awakening that you had in that 60 minutes? Because that's what we're going to share today. We've got another 40 minutes together, and I'm just going to show you this so that you all don't think that I'm crazy. This is what you all are not seeing, evidently. So see that right there? Let's go up. That's what I'm saying. So it's so good that you're not seeing whoever in the world that is. That's great. And then I will block this ridiculous person that evidently is very lost in life. Or it's a bot. It's artificial intelligence. It's a fake person that doesn't belong on the show, right? Fakeness. We have no room for fakeness. And I do pray for those people or these things that try to get lost on the path. Cindra and Joy, I know are on for sure. Anne may have had to run off to work, and Tammy, I think, is heading off towards her vacation. But what part was the most enlightening? Now, I'm going to go back to Rose's comment. Rose, yes, strength, staying positive, faith, right? So you think through God and the way that you are able to guide yourself, that you feel guided from a higher power, a higher being, whatever your belief is. So Joy says at the beginning, I was certain soulfulness was from the heart only. But by the end of the night, I had changed my mind. Where did it change to? Okay, because I have a lot of people on here right now that are questioning whether spirituality, soulfulness, and emotions all belong in the same category. I lump them together. And the reason I'm doing this topic is because I had a woman that actually asked me, hey, Monica, I've been following your balance of life and the way that you teach us. And I have to say that I don't know that spirituality and soulful and emotions all belong in the same category. And so she said, but can you talk to me about that? And so we talked before I ever did the topic last night or this morning with you. And it was interesting to see how the class evolved, right? We're ever evolving. Okay, so Marilyn says, now 100% sure I have a deep innate ability to care and love. No children, so finding my purpose in life. I want you to go deeper. This is what I'm going to ask. So when we do our life coaching in person, when we do our seminars and we do our classes, that is when I really want to come around to you and say, go deeper. Dig deeper. Where, by the way, and this is where we do the turn, where am I asking you to dig deeper? Where is it that I'm asking you to go? What do you think? Let's see. Faith, Holy Spirit. So you think that's what spirituality is, right? Faith, the Holy Spirit. But let me ask you this, because you can answer any of these questions. We're weaving in and out. And there's a lot for you to take in. And that's what happens when you get off of classes or get off the podcast. I want to know if you continue to go deeper, because if so, that's how you journal, by the way, because suddenly your heart and soul, see, I'm putting them together. Your heart and soul are ignited and it's not done. And you want it to continue to go because you're so lit up in your faith, in your spirituality, in your emotions. Your soul's opened up. Your life is opened up. Your mind is opened up. You suddenly are guiding yourself and allowing the power that guides you to take you in the direction that you want to go. And you're wondering, where's it coming from? And keep writing those feelings because you've opened up your heart, your mind, your soul. So what does spirituality mean to all of you? And the other part of the question was, can spirituality and religion go hand in hand? I tell you what, this Luke thing is just ridiculous. I don't know why you all can't see it, but I'm glad because there's a lot of craziness going on. That will not affect my soul or my mind or my spirit. Good luck, buddy. I want to know what spirituality means to all of you. Answer that question, because here's what happens. When I'm in a class, and last week, by the way, all 4 that were on in the private life coaching class all cried. One all out cried. And I asked the question, and by the way, for those of you that were on, feel free to answer it. I said, where are the tears coming from? Because that's where you need to go. You don't just let them go and then don't address. Where are they coming from? That's the digging deep into the soul. Where are those tears coming from? What triggered them? Yes, it might be something from the past, or it might be the loss of someone. However, it might also be that your soul is finally awakened. Your life is open. And suddenly it is the aha moments of, that's my soul. That's what I want to figure out. All right. Don't be shy. Don't just listen. This is a kind of a workshop. Unless you're all driving, I want to feel where you think it's coming from. Joy, did you write? Sindra, did you write? Anne, Tammy, if you're still on, did you write after class? And if so, do you mind reading some of the aspects of what you wrote and sharing it with the class, with the podcast? What did you write after we got done? Or what did you think? What opened up in you more? Marilyn says, spirituality is my one-on-one with God in the quietness and in prayer. Isn't that interesting? So some people would say their spirituality is in a building